Hey guys. Oh no, Catherine. Well, I'll have a special guest, so it should be fun. Got my pin that Christy sent me. This little bird. It's like got a little. There's a little blue jewel in his eye. So did you guys buy a lot of things at the sales today? And I have my owl shirt. Like, you can't really see it from here though. Oh wow. Cool, Catherine. I haven't been at all in this year yet. Maybe this week. I need to check out some different ones. If you guys haven't checked out Catherine, go check out her channel. She's super fun. And I think you're from Minnesota, but she's fun DIY videos for Christmas things and all sorts of hauls. Hey, Dana. Yeah, at least, Catherine, when you donate, you get coupon for your donations. They don't do that here, or at least not near me that I know of. They've never given me a coupon for that. I worked some more on my diamond painting this afternoon when we finally got home. So, almost done. Got Santa's face looks a little weird, but I got the lantern done today. But, I got. So I did like this whole strip this afternoon. I know, Kim, we have to find some. I don't think they have them around here, but that would be fun to go digging in the bins. Yeah. But I'm not sure about Santa's face yet, but like I don't know. I might have to do some tweaking to that, but I like the whole suit. But yeah, Dana, I was thinking about that today about making like a diamond painting video. So that way, like, you go back and watch it. Like, here's the supplies. Here's like companies people like to use. Here's how you kind of start it and stuff. Hi, Diane. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, so Debbie's having a sale this Thursday at 5 Eastern, so make sure to check that out. And then Corey, the Thrifted Artist, is going to be on Saturdays, every Saturday, in January at least, at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then Mimi's Treasure Cottage is moving to Wednesdays at 6. And every first Wednesday of the month, Crafty Jackie and Dee from the Thrill of the Thrift are going to be having a live sale. I think it's 6 as well. Eastern. So some changes this week. And then Jane Doggone Happy Vintage will also be incorporating a second sale on Tuesdays, a late night owl sale at 11 Eastern on Tuesdays. So at least I'll get to watch that after work. And then Sandy Auto Trisha will also be having her two sales a week on Wednesday and Saturdays after Miss Pamela. Oops, sorry. Okay, so Katie's going to be on with Debbie again, I see. And it looks like my special guest is here. And let's bring them in.
Hi, guys. I'm so glad to be with you, Angela.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, my head looks huge.
I need to get onto your chat so I can see the chat.
I'm like trying to hold this pin in frame. Okay. But
what pin do you have on today?
It's the one that Christy sent me from Sam's sale, like from Pink Elephant Parlor.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The bird. I finally found it. It was like on a different sweater or something that I had worn. So
I've done that. I put away a shirt the other day. Like if I only wear a shirt for just a minute and then I, don't need to wash it, I'll hang it back up. And I had it and I went to hang it back up. I'm like, something is just clanking against, the hanger. And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh my gosh, I left a pin on it.
Luckily, it wasn't in like the washer like that.
Oh, yeah. Now I have washed money and lipstick. Never washed lipstick. I did that once. That was very bad. Red everywhere, all over the dryer, the inside of the wash machine.
Okay, my YouTube goes berserk. It just starts playing things like out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, like I'll be watching a video, I pause it, I cancel it out, and then like one time I was at work, I cancel it out, and then I have the phone in my pocket, and all of a sudden, like the crazy lamp lady is like blasting out of my pocket, and it's like, "Hi guys, this morning we were finders keepers," and everyone looks down at me, and I'm like, I don't know. Like if you started playing some random person's thing, like I'm like, okay, I closed the video, but it seems like whenever that video actually ends, then it starts another one. But I'm like, I've hit the X and it's paused. I don't know why it like. So I'm like, I need to make sure I shut down the app completely, or else it just starts playing stuff at the most random times.
Well, I set, YouTube as I'm going to bed. I'll put it on the TV, and I have a Chromecast, and so sometimes after the video's over, I've fallen asleep, and so it will play random things. So I've woken up in the middle of the night to like gamer videos that I don't have any reason to watch, and there, some guys on Fallout or whatever just, talking away, and I'm like, how did it get from vintage to this random person? Because it's just an autoplay, so you can't control what it does, and I'm like, okay, this is random.
Okay, Kendra, Joe, are you trying to troll my chat with the Go Packers? This is a Chicago household. We despise the Packers. Whoops. Even though the Bears are not doing well as usual. But hey, Justin and Melanie and Belinda and Kim.
Hi, Justin. I'm so glad you're here. And Nancy, I learned the aging beginner is Nancy today, and I'm so glad to know her name.
I keep forgetting. I'm trying to remember everyone's name.
It's hard. It's hard. I actually have notes on my computer right now. There's 2 Post-it notes that have new people's names I just learned so I don't forget.
Yeah, I saw when we were in George's like music chat the other night. I saw everyone saying like Logan, and then I scrolled up. I'm like, okay, they must be talking about Vintique Scavenger.
Yes,
I was like, okay, there's another. Like, remember that another Illinois guy. I I wonder how close he is to Jeffrey, because he said he lives about like central Illinois, so
I wonder that too.
probably halfway between Patrick and Jeffrey.
I love his name, the Ventique Scavenger. Like, that is just so creative and cool.
Yeah, I don't think one person has pronounced it right yet, though.
I think it's Ventique, but
Yeah, everybody says vintage. I mean, which obviously, like, you're looking at the chat and it looks
it
like
looks like
vintage.
that when you do a quick glance. Like the first time he came on my live, I was like, "Oh, cool, a new name." And I said the Vintage Scavenger, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's not right." So I looked at it. I'm like, "Oh, Ventique."
Yeah,
Grace 2010H Katie, what's my name? Dana. Of course, I know your name.
yeah. Let's do a quiz. No.
Yes, there should be a speed round to see like how many names each of us can get.
All right, yeah. So Thrift U is aiming to be on at 7 tonight, 7 Central, so 8 Eastern.
Aiming.
Yeah, or she said on at 7, but and they're also going to be having a like regular sale plus sales from the hoard of stuff in the basement on the shelves. Basically, they're going to be selling off anything that we see. So we'll see
Wow,
how long this goes tonight.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so
And I saw Catherine Young. I think it was you. I'm sorry the chat's going by fast. Well, I'm so glad you watched my glass video and
yes,
you liked it. Thank you so, so much.
go for it, Catherine.
Yeah, fun name. Why not? My name's not very creative. I mean, it's vintage and vinyl, which combines what I talk about and what I
No,
love.
mine either.
But I kind of like the alliteration. I like the whole V and V. I think it's easy
Yeah.
for people to remember, except for folks get uh, me mixed up with Vinny sometimes because we're both V and V, like he's vintage Vinny and I'm vintage and vinyl. And so a couple of times I thought Vinny was in the chat and I realized that people were talking to me. But it's
That's what
okay.
happened the other day because someone said, "Oh, hey, I think Sam." She's like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Vinny." I'm like, "Wait, is Vinny here?"
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "I see Katie," but I was like, maybe she misread that.
Well, it's easy to do because the chat goes by so fast and everybody's names. Like there's a million of us that have vintage in our name, so it's kind of hard to get everybody all.
Or thrift. I know when I like when I'm tagging people on Instagram, I'm like, there's even a girl who I watch who's not in this community, but her first, like, it's Thrifty Tiffany. So, like, every time I put in thrift, like for Thrift U, she's like the first one that comes up, and I'm like, oh boy. Well, I'm trying to pick the right person so I don't tag the wrong people.
Oh, yeah, I almost tagged somebody incorrectly in my Instagram stories. And then after I posted mine this morning, I realized I didn't tag you and Christy, and you guys like to share my little story.
Oh, that's fine.
So I was
Sometimes I just screen grab it and post it.
So I screen grabbed it and then reposted it with the song and your tags. I'm like, oh, thankfully I didn't have to retype it all.
Oh, thanks.
Instagram stories have been acting up lately, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that mine is finally sorted again.
Like, I have to at least make 2 text box before it'll let me tag a person. And I'm like, okay. Like,
Yeah, that's
not
weird.
working.
Like now I will say this morning when I went to do I usually try to put live sale when I'm tagging someone and what they're doing because sale I try not to just put the word sale because I think live sales makes it clearer for people. I don't know, it's just something that I think. And so I noticed that on Thrift Use I had done everybody's live sale.
Nate.
Hey Nate, I'm so glad you're here, Biscuit. I noticed.
Yeah, our little New Zealand muffin.
Yes, our New Zealand muffin. Hello, Possum. Oh, Nate, that just makes my heart so happy. I noticed, though, that I had not put live where Thrift Use was at the bottom. Like everybody else got live sale, and they just got sale by mistake. So I was like, let me go fix that before I post it so I can keep it consistent. It would not let me edit the text. I'm like, okay,
No, I hate that.
I'm not going to fight with it. So I spent too much time getting everything aligned. So it's just going to go out how it's going to go out. Hopefully people understand.
Dana, you're in the Eastern time zone too, right? I think you're in the Carolinas.
Who was you asking?
Dana, she
From
said she wanted to stay up, but she
Grace
has to work.
Clinton. Yeah, are you in? I think you are in the Carolinas. I don't remember exactly. Um, I know that Debbie's in Colorado, right? But she's traveling.
Yes. And then I just found out she like lives in Mexico for the other part of the year.
Oh
By the
yeah, she does.
Tonala region. I'm like, what?
Yeah, she can take us into the I think she said it there. It's pronounced Tonala or Tonala. I don't know how you say it, but it's really neat. And then other Mexican pottery factories. So that's like so cool.
Jeannie said Katie has a new camera. I think maybe angle. Or, I don't know. What's above your head? They want to know.
Okay, well, yes, I have. So let me tilt the camera up a little bit. You're going to see me disappear for a minute. This is an antique
Cool.
ceiling tile from Savannah. I got it from an architectural salvage yard. Came out of a house in Savannah, and then I hooked it to a pulley. That pulley up there is from the 1900s, and I found that at a salvage yard. I love my salvage yards. And then there's a
cool
picture.
Industrial.
Yeah, very industrial, which I like. And over here, geez, I hate this StreamYard camera. There's, I can't. There we go.
Yep.
There's a picture of my grandfather, Grandpa Jim. And then I'll move out of the way so you can see the Coca-Cola. There's a Coca-Cola ad from the 1940s, I think. So there's a little better look at that. I'll have to feature that again sometimes.
Tonala. I think maybe that's the right way. Like how you said it.
Yeah, Tonala. There it is. I think it's Tonala.
Yeah, Melanie, are you going to be doing sales?
Oh, thank you very much, Dana. I appreciate it. And I see that Debbie's saying that she's, yes, Lake Chapulta, only 45 minutes away. And she said I did say it correctly. Okay, good. I'm learning. I'm not good at pronunciation of things.
Well, I mean, until you hear someone else pronounce it, then you're like, I don't even know. You're just reading it on a piece of plate or pottery, you know?
That's true.
You don't know.
Like Beistel. I don't know if it's, I know like everyone in our group says something different. Is it Beistel? Bastille? Nobody.
Oh, yeah. Or like, now it's Moriage, Moriagi.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. If
Nancy said it's, I forget. Because she has, hey, Kenneth.
Hey, Kenneth. Welcome. What did Nancy say it was? Did she say?
I know, because I was like, I know she said she had that aunt of hers that, so she I can't think. CRS, that aunt of hers that kind of, I don't know, she was Chinese or Japanese, but told her, or like, you know, she learned all the how to pronounce that. Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Probably Moriagi, I think. Because everyone usually says Moriage, but I think it's Moriagi. I don't know.
I think it is Moriarty.
What is it?
I don't know.
It's fine, I think.
Hey, Christy.
Okay.
And
Yadro, yeah. Liladro.
Yes, Tia Fane, I'm sitting on my couch. I was going to pull out the chair and, you know, set up the whole, you know, filming area that I normally do. And I was a little lazy today, I must admit. So I just have the ring light, my microphone, and I'm chilling with you on the couch.
So what time is it in New Zealand right now?
Oh, I need my, oh, I can ask Google. Hey Google, what time is it in New Zealand?
The time in Wellington, New Zealand is 1:22 p.m.
It's 1:22 where Nate Biscuit is.
Nate Biscuit.
I have my New Zealand clock all ready to go. I just need to, I keep saying I need to hang it up, but see where I have those other clocks back
Yeah.
there, like way in the back?
Yeah, New York, I think, right? In London.
And Paris, yeah, I'm going to add New Zealand right there. The New Zealand time is already set on the clock in my bedroom, but I'm moving it from there to there. Nate's going to get the cool record clock, the one I made. I took an old record and made it into a clock, so that will be his time.
Nice. 1:22. So, what are you making for dinner tonight, Nate?
Yeah,
Nate makes like cooking.
Food. He's quite the cook, and he has a garden too.
So, see, we got to get Nate to make a foodie blog.
You know what I want is to make his
onion jam.
Onion jam. Oh my gosh, that sounds so amazing.
Yeah, Nate can have a channel and you can just film like your hands and you cooking and we can listen to you talk and prepare everything.
Oh, I would love that.
Pizza tonight.
Pizza. Ooh, I want pizza. That sounds good.
Yeah, same.
Making me hungry, Nate.
Okay, wow, that took a while to go away. StreamYard is lagging.
Kendra, oh yeah, the lag's been real all day.
Yeah, I missed like everything at Sam's or Pink Elephant Parlor sale. I'm like, okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, the lagging, but even when I was refreshing like on Pam's sale yesterday, I was having a real problem with the lag. But it happens. I think it's a YouTube glitch. I'm pretty sure now. Because like Pam was telling us her internet upload speed, and she has plenty of internet upload speed for that Ethernet cable and for her internet. So I'm now almost convinced it's a YouTube thing.
Isn't it like it's caramelized and cooked down? Probably some kind of sugar added.
Yeah, I think onion jam. I think I've had it once. It is caramelized onions. And I don't know what else is in it, but it's like a spread. It's so good.
Yeah. Bloody beer. What is that?
Bloody Mary mix and beer. Is that what you're having for dinner, Kendra? I'm sure that's not right.
That sounds like a hangover cure or something.
Right? Well,
like here, this is what you have the morning after.
I could see the Bloody Mary for that, but I think you'd need to add some coffee in the mix.
Mushroom ketchup? What? I haven't heard of that either.
Catsup. I haven't. It sounds intriguing though, like you say, Tia Fane.
Okay, Nate. Yeah, let us know. So we want to try it. We could all make like, instead of a hometown video, it's everybody's onion jam video.
Yeah, we could all submit onion jam videos to your channel, and Nate, you could do a judging
playlist
for the onion jam. I see that Deanna Church is here. Hello.
Hey, Deanna. She's another troublemaker.
Jeannie was asking Nate about kangaroos in New Zealand, and they actually don't have kangaroos in New Zealand, I think. Right, Nate? Isn't that what you said once in one of the chats? I'm always fascinated by that.
I've never heard of this like bloody beer thing.
No.
Needs to know as well.
She was, Nancy, the aging beginner, was saying she drinks dirty beers, which is beer and olives. So I guess it's like a dirty martini.
Onion jam playlist, yeah.
Onion jam playlist. That's funny, Debbie.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, yes, Diane. I remember when they had different color ketchup. Remember that purple ketchup?
I was just going to say, I'm like, that's all I could think of is like, yeah, that purple one.
That was so weird.
I'm not a ketchup fan.
I like ketchup, but not in copious amounts. Like some people douse their burgers in it and their
Yeah,
fries.
like on my burger is one thing, but like I don't really dip my fries in ketchup. I'd rather have it with like
Yeah.
ranch or something else. Like
I don't do the fries in ketchup. I put like a dollop of ketchup
I'm
on
not a
my.
big well, I always say I don't like tomatoes, but like I
Oh,
love pasta. I just don't like that like kind of
acidy.
like sour kind of like and cold. No, thank you.
I mean, I like a tiny bit of ketchup. I love mustard. I could have a gallon of mustard on
Like
a burger.
spicy brown mustard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I love
Whopper sauce. The
spicy
zesty
brown.
sauce is good.
Have you had Freddy's fry sauce? That is to die for. I don't know what they put in it. I'm sure it's like just ketchup and like mayonnaise or something, but it doesn't taste like ketchup. Like it's really good.
No, I have like the Sweet Baby Ray's secret sauce. I like that one because it has like a little bit of horseradish, and it's
Ooh, I
kind of
love
like a
it.
secret sauce, or like the Whopper sauce almost probably, but minus like the relish. But I like to use that on like like chicken sandwiches or something while I'm at work, because usually the work ones it's just like chicken in a bun or like chicken in
Yeah.
a pickle. So I'm like, this needs something on it.
You know the Sweet Baby Ray's. My friend got. I'm not huge on barbecue sauce, but if I do have it, that's what I get. Because
Yeah.
my friend got me really into that. She's a huge fan. And I saw someone was saying that they put mayo on their fries. I actually like mayo on my fries.
I know a lot of people
Yeah.
do, but it's probably not the best for you.
Well, no, it's not, but it's good. I like Duke's mayonnaise though. I won't eat another type of mayonnaise.
See, I keep hearing that too from that thrifty Tiffany chick. She's like, we're a Duke's household. And I
Yeah,
think Miss Pamela's mentioned it. And I'm like, what is Duke's? And then
the best
finally, like,
mayonnaise
I
ever.
looked it up. And one time we didn't have it at work, and now we do. So next time we need mayo, I'm going to have to try that out. Like, so what's the difference between that and like the regular mayonnaise?
Well,
Like,
see, Hellman's and all that, I think, is a little bit too sweet
okay.
for me. Like, it's not as sweet as Miracle Whip. Now, Miracle Whip is
Ugh.
not really mayonnaise, it's a salad dressing.
Mm-hmm.
But people use it as mayonnaise, and in my opinion, it's gross. But Duke's is creamy. It's creamy, and it's just got a whole bunch of flavor.
Yeah, I'll have to get that next time.
Yeah, Debbie, no, thank you. I can't eat Miracle Whip. I just, and our
You know,
school,
Miracle Whip like nacho fries.
ugh, our school had it growing up. They'd get the giant industrial tubs of it, so it came in like those big vats, and it was just they'd slather it on everything, and it was so nasty in my opinion.
So nasty.
But I do love horseradish Theophane. Huge horseradish fan.
Yeah.
Hi, thrifting librarian. I'm glad you're here.
That one, I don't know their name. Oh, wait, no.
And she's been in,
Author on Thrift U's Facebook group. Something with an S, maybe? I can't remember.
Theophane.
Steven Miracle Whip.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hi, Dee.
Hey, Dee.
Oh, your sale was great yesterday.
Sharon, yes.
Oh, Sharon, right. I do know that. She's been in the chats. Okay, I gotta add you to my list of new names I'm learning.
Because are you on the, I know you don't go on Facebook much, but are you on the Thrift U friends group on there?
Yes, I just joined.
That's how I saw some of the people's names, because they would say, like, I'm, the thrifting librarian or Emancipation 3000.
What is Emancipation's name?
I was just going to ask you, because I don't know why Michelle is the first thing that came to my mind, but I don't think that's it.
I think maybe she is Michelle, because I think that she said she's Michelle with 2 L's, and there's other Michelles. And so
Michelle Newton's Cupboard. She's Michelle, right?
Yeah, with 2 L's.
Okay.
And then there's Michelle Comfy.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, I got it. Hey, I'm proud of myself. I am
Hey,
answering.
Sue Golombeski.
Your
I
name
always
is
remember them talking about her at chapter 2's sales. Like Sue Golombeski, like Tenderfoot Art, I think is Alex's mom. She likes saying that name.
She loves saying Sue Golombeski. I love that name too, but my favorite name to say in our group is Fancy Panda. Fancy Panda. I don't know why. It just makes me so
There's a lot of good names.
lots
Hey,
of good
Jeannie.
names. Hi, Jeannie. I'm looking forward to you starting up your sales again, and I hope that Heather is doing well with her pregnancy. We're all excited about it.
Let's see. I know. I saw someone saying, "Oh, like Sandra was saying, like she loves saying Jen Bootsy." And I'm like, yeah, that sounds just sounds like a video game name. You know, you're like, I'm Jen Bootsy.
Yeah, I just love people's names. Everyone in our group has such fun names to say. And Justin's here. Hey, Justin.
Yeah. So he says, "What the hell with the Santa?" I think I already told Katie, or I don't remember, but I went in on that Tuesday right after I clocked in and walked over to the Coke display and it was gone. I'm like,
Oh,
no. And I even like walked around. I'm like, okay, maybe they brought it to the pharmacy since I wrote on the back like to Angela in pharmacy. So at least hopefully it would get back to my department. And then I asked like, okay, did anyone mention it? They're like, no. So I was like, can I go look in the back? So I was like, maybe they threw it away and it's like on the top of the baler or like just sitting back there or something. And so like the guy who works in like my like the GM side of the store, he's the receiver. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, looking for the Coke Santa. And he's like, what? I go, I don't know if someone threw it away. So I actually like, climbed on like the baler and I'm like looking inside like, have you seen the Coke Santa? And he's like, no, I'll let you know. He's like, I saw it on the sales floor. And then the next day they messaged me, like someone from the service desk, and they're like, did you take it home? I'm like, no, when I got there, it was gone. And they said, like, the Coke vendor was kind of pissed too, like, because she had told, like, the receiver in the back, like, the grocery receiver, she told, like, the grocery manager. I think she even talked to, like, the other Coke person, like, vendor person that comes in, because she was gone for, like, a day. And then she's like, I should have just had you take it Sunday. I'm like, yeah, that's what everyone on YouTube said too. I was like, dang it. So I'm like,
always.
oh, I hope someone did take it, you know, so at least they're getting some kind of joy out of it. I was like, rather than, they're like, but you had your name on it. I'm like, that's not going to stop anyone around here. But at least I hope someone did take it. So at least they're getting use out of it than it just going in the garbage. Like, man, I was like, it's not the end of the world, but like, if you're just gonna throw it away, I'll take it. Like,
well, it's so sad that something like that would just go in the trash. Hopefully, like you said, someone did get it, but if they promised it to you. But I have found with things like that it's really hard to, you know, even if someone says they're gonna promise it to you, like someone else comes in and you know, it gets all kind of lost.
I know. I'm like, okay, I would hope you give it to someone. It was the classic Santa, not just some like new modern Santa.
Yeah, I know.
Like, at least give it to someone. Or ask. I'm like, my name was written on the back. Like, Thrift U said they're gonna be on at 7, so
we will see. I don't know how long. Hi, Joanne, Precious Lavender. I'm glad you're here. And anyone else? I saw Melanie's in the chat. I'm sorry if I'm missing folks.
I see Joanne Baber. Did you get my email, Joanne? I was sending out the live sales schedule, so if anyone that's here who hasn't seen the schedule or hasn't received it, I'll put my email in the chat. And if you don't want to share your email in here, just email me and I can send you the live sales schedule via email.
Yeah.
And hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I'm at like 147, I think. So, like 200 by the end of January would be awesome.
Yes, it would be. It would be fantastic.
Get Katie to 1,000. Everyone sub, but everyone probably is. But if not, go sub to Katie.
Yeah, I think all these folks here sub to me, but I appreciate it. It would be fun to get to 1,000. But yes, thrifting librarian, I have de-Christmasified. I today, it was like I love Christmas and I want to keep Christmas up as long as possible. But if I don't get Christmas done, then eventually my counter where I need space to cook and whatever gets overwhelmed. And today I got up and I got my coffee and I was like, look, today, now I'm going to leave the aluminum tree up for, a little longer because I'm still enjoying that just immensely. But I thought all of this, massive display that I had has been so fun and I've enjoyed it. But now it needs to get packed away because I need my space back. And so I spent the better half of the afternoon getting it all packed up. It's all done except for the tree and my family of mice that I just love so much and I don't have the heart to put away yet.
She's got to hang the tree from the ceiling somewhere out of Louie's reach and you could just have it up all the time.
Well, someone had mentioned that they thought it would be fun if I changed it for Valentine's Day and different holidays.
Yeah.
Well, I may do that. I think it would be fun at least to leave it up through February so I could do some Valentine's Day things. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's so magical at night with that little color wheel-esque thing that Misty set up. I just love it.
Yes, Joanne, I mentioned it for a second. And like Michelle says, the shelves of goodness. Yeah, I was trying to like zoom in. I'm like, okay, I see a fairy lamb, and I think I see some blue glass back in there, and some planters and things. But like, there's lots of things, so I can't wait to see.
Hi, Helen Booty. Welcome.
Helen Booty.
Ellen, Angela, thank you so much for putting that calendar together. I know you worked so hard on it. It's a lot of work coordinating everybody.
Oh, see, Helen just came up for me. I'm like, where do you see Helen? I'm like,
now I wonder if the phone is faster, my phone, than your computer. Or are you on
probably? Yeah, I'm on the computer.
Huh? I don't know. It's strange how that works.
Hey, Mama J.
Hey, Mama J.
Yeah, when I said a D sale, I was like having anxiety, and not like from this schedule, but like I think because I had to go into work yesterday when I was off, just like out of the blue, and like I got a text saying like, "Can you come in? There's like 100 prescriptions to fill," and I'm like, "Yeah, today's not the day to like blow off a text." Because like at the beginning of the year, we were closed like the last day and a half for New Year's, and like New Year's Eve, we closed early. So like I tried to clean my car up as quickly as possible, and it was just like rushing, the whole time I was there, because I was like filling for like 2 hours straight trying to get them caught up, and then finally the other girl who had the flat tire showed up, and so then I was able to go home. Like I finished
that's good.
filling everything that needed to be filled, and then that way at least I didn't have to worry about that. But it's just like, I don't know, I feel so like weird when I got home, like just probably because I was like rushing, and then I was like, okay, done. Like I was just like, okay, I'm trying to focus on the schedule. And then to all the people who I emailed it to, sorry, because I put it on there and then I'm like, oh dang it, I put it on Discord and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to take because I had like a second schedule copy like for the holiday hours. So when I went back to the regular one, I forgot to take off Misty and Murano Mary. I was like, oops. And then I fixed that and then resent it. And then I was like, shoot, I forgot to take off the 4-way sale. So I was like, okay. And then the niche lady had swapped like her research and her live sale one week. And then I was like, okay. I'm like, disregard Tuesday's sale because that already happened. I'm like, sorry. I'm like, everything's straightened out now, I think.
It's hard. I mean, when I do the daily, the little daily reminder things, like I know it's not as much as work as your calendar, but I try to do it mainly. I started doing those for me just because I needed to keep track myself, and it's beneficial to other people, I've heard. So I kind of enjoy doing the stories, and I like to promote things that, you know, are good. And so I have fun doing it, but there's always times where I will put it out and I'm like, darn it, somebody has a live haul. Or someone said, yeah, they were doing that today. And the sales that are alternating, that really
Yeah.
confuses me. And I need to get it straight in my head. But, like every Sunday, I'm like, is this the Sunday Cindy's having a sale? No,
I
I don't
message her
think so.
constantly, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I never remember. Like,
I know. And I'm
every
glad,
time.
I'm glad.
Now I guess I don't have to ask her that.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm glad she's doing Wednesdays now because now I know, like every Wednesday at 6, I can just get it in my head. Like I kind of know all the other people. Like Dee's always at 3, and Misty's always at 1, and Patrick's always at 8. Like that's just kind of
Yeah.
every week it sticks. So I try to remember
I'm like,
everybody.
are you on? Are you going to be on next week? I don't know. So I think Vinny is on next week.
I think someone messaged me about that yesterday. They said, "Is Vinny going to be on?" I said, "I don't think so." And I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
did answer me back. He wants,
Vinny's been working really hard lately, so
yeah.
he's just been a busy fella.
Yeah, next week. So as far as I know, it's gonna be like 7 Eastern. But if it changes, I will post like a story. Thank you, Dee.
Yes, thank you so much, Dee. Yeah, I try to share everything I can.
Yes. Yeah, so Corey's going to be on Saturdays for those of you who missed it. Corey, the thrifted artist. Saturdays at 6 Eastern. And then Debbie from Our Vagabond Travels is going to be on Thursday. And Mimi's Treasure Cottage is moving to Wednesdays at 6. I'm trying to think if anybody else moved.
So yeah, guys, let me know in the chat. Cindy's sale is at 6, and my chat's at 6:30. And I really, really like being at Cindy's sale, so I don't want to miss a minute of it. And I love chatting with all of you. So let me know, would you guys like me to move my chat? Would that be better for most people to move it later on in the evening? Or what do you guys think? I'd love your input.
Are you the last one on Wednesday?
Well, there's Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage is at 6:30, and then at 7:30 is Nicole at Nesting Haven, and then at 8 o'clock is George, the Antique Nomad.
I don't think I have Nesting Haven on there because I didn't know if she is doing them again. I know she was taking off too. So I got to get back with her on when she's going to be on.
Oh, yeah, find that out because I know
she's taking off till the end of the year, but yeah, I haven't talked to her since then, so I got to check.
Yeah.
And yeah, you said George, that's right.
George at 8. Yeah, he has his premiere.
Yeah, so maybe
he's it on Wednesday. If Thrift U doesn't do anything, I could go after George.
Yeah.
So whatever time works for people. I hate to do things because while someone else is doing something, I know that it's inevitable. It's going to happen as our community grows, and there's so many things happening. But I also want people to be able to go to the sale because like Thrift U said the other day, you can always watch my chat later. That's fine, but you'll not be able to go watch the sale later and get, an item you might need. So, yes. Oh, yes, Jackie.
I mentioned it shortly, but every first Wednesday of the month, Crafty Jackie, and I don't know if it's going to be every time but I know this Wednesday is going to be on Crafty Jackie's channel. So I
So
just
that's
didn't know if it was going to be every week, every month that way.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. I haven't been able to really catch much of their two-way sales that they've had like through the Christmas season. So hopefully I can catch those.
Yeah, they had a great two-way sale. It's so fun seeing them on screen together.
Yeah, Justin thinks you should do later. You do well late in the evening also. Yeah, Katie just goes for like 15 hours,
Well, I have not beat Michelle at Comfy Cozy Living. She is the live queen.
Oh my gosh.
And she's just so fun to watch all those hours. I'll tell you, the other day when she did her extravaganza, I just was amazed. Like she orchestrated it so well. And I was watching it and it didn't even feel like it was 15 hours because every guest was so fun and
Thanks,
I
Joanne.
just so enjoyed that. So yes, it was really fun. Oh, about time since school was back, she might change her Wednesdays. Oh, to Fridays again, Joanne. Okay,
I'll
yeah.
message her
I know
later
she,
and see what she wants to do, and I'll put her on whatever.
so yeah, Joanne, I know she had mentioned that during Thanksgiving time, I think, and then she switched back. I don't know. So yeah, I'll find that out.
Yeah, Michelle's extravaganza was super fun after
Yeah,
midnight.
it was. Oh yeah,
That's
that
why I
was.
posted like a screen grab of Katie, Vinny, Zeno, and Michelle, and I was like, "This seriously was the best way to bring in the new year." I was laughing so hard.
It was hilarious.
I cannot forget Michelle's comment about like the 600-pound life and how the
Oh
guy
man,
has.
that after hours. I mean, I think
It was so funny.
someone said, should we be paying $3.99 for this
Yeah,
chat?
Katie was talking about a adult place across the street from her Catholic school. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I'll never forget
oh my
that.
gosh,
I
it
said,
was. Oh my gosh,
I said
seriously,
that.
that was like the first time in a long time I was literally like laughing out loud, like to something that I heard
So
besides like watching a movie or something.
for all of you guys that are here wondering what I'm talking about, when I was a kid, there was a place across the street from the school that I went to that was called the Dollhouse, and we had just moved to this neighborhood. And I was probably 6, so I didn't know what it was, and a little kid sees something like that and they immediately think of, what they're used to playing with. Now, I wasn't big on dolls, but my stepsister was. So we were riding in the car to our new neighborhood and my mom was driving and I looked over and I saw the dollhouse and I said, "Oh, look, Mommy, what a cute place to get. We could get dolls for Erica," or something like that. And my mom's like, "Oh, sweetie, it's not that kind of place." And somehow I think that they were allowed to get away with being there because they had been there for so long because of the city zoning. But they've moved now. They're no longer there. They had to leave.
Well, that happened in the first place. Like, but oh my gosh, Kim, yeah, you watched for 6 hours. I know I watched some in the morning, but then I was like, okay, kind of, I was like diamond painting, and we were trying to catch up with How to Get Away with Murder. And I'm like, I can't concentrate on this show and Michelle's thing. So I had to take a break for a while, and then I came back after dinner, and then, I saw Katie and Christy, and then I think I missed when Fatbird Finds was on. But I got to see Misty's reaction to Liz Retros, and
Oh, that was so
we
wonderful.
haven't really watched before, so I need to check out.
I love Liz Westros. She
So
and
like,
her husband
she
are hilarious.
C delivered, and someone delivered her a pizza. Oh my gosh, but Zeno was great too. Everyone was joking about how he should have a radio show, that he
He
looked like
really
a
should.
DJ. No, yeah, I liked his voice too, and
He has a Gus Gossard voice. Now, I know you probably don't know who Gus Gossard is. Gus Gossard was a huge radio DJ. He was murdered, unfortunately, but he's amazing, and he's the one that's credited with actually starting the word doo-wop. So he would play a lot of those songs that we now consider doo-wop, with the kind of the made up wording in it, and he started playing the Marcel's Blue Moon, and Blue Moon has the background of that is, I can't sing, but it's got the doo-wop harmony in the background, and he started naming that music doo-wop, and so he's credited sort of with creating the name of that kind of genre of music. But he's got a really amazing voice, and you can hear some of his old radio shows. So Zeno reminds me of Gus Gossard.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you guys have to go watch Back After Midnight, which I don't know why YouTube only says like 11 hours and 45 minutes or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like 15 something hours. But oh my gosh, it was so funny.
I was dying laughing.
Like I had never, like I can't watch everybody. So honestly, I haven't watched, like when I watch Michelle, like I watch her like kind of not like I don't sit down and watch it, like I'm watching it as I'm like going about my day, because usually Thursdays are my day off, so like I keep missing the items, but I keep seeing the chat parts of it, so like I see it. So I haven't really like I wouldn't say like been to a sale like and watch for a long amount of time. So I was like, this is the longest I've ever seen you, and like this is hilarious. I need to get to more of these, or at least like put my like headphone in and listen to it while I'm doing stuff, because I was like, I need to catch more of this. It was so much fun.
Oh, it was. I had a ball. I mean, it was just such an honor to be on with Benny and Michelle and Zeno, and I just so enjoyed chatting. And the chat, it got really funny, and I just so enjoyed that. And of course, getting on to be with Erin, because Erin was on for a little bit before. She had to leave to ring in the new year, and it was so cool being.
Oh, I thought you meant Jeffrey's Erin.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious, Joanne. Poor Jeffrey.
Yeah, Barb was giving the snark to Jeffrey. Loved it.
Yeah, finally, I think Jeffrey did buy her.
Erin, the collection vintage, and Joni.
Barb got a Russian Santa because Jeffrey went back and got one for her. So I'm like, good.
Oh, okay. I just love his reaction. He's just like, whatever, like. And who else was on? Christy, Miss Garza. She was so cute.
Michael Todd. Yeah, Christy was adorable.
I love Michael Todd. He just gives these looks like, we're like, okay.
Michael Todd is gold. I love him to death.
And then there was someone, Pearl, like a newer person, or maybe she's not new, but like new for us seeing her, Pearl, Perfecting Pearl,
yeah.
I think.
I'm subscribed, but I don't think I've seen any content yet. I have I also love seeing Jamie at Mid-Century Wasted, and
I missed that part.
The Pure Girl Vintage was on. I had to go back and watch that because that was when I was on Debbie's sale.
Yeah, I need to go back and catch that part.
And then I loved how
I didn't get to see Alex either.
Oh yeah, I felt so honored to be on with Alex because I got to be on with her for a split second.
And Jocelyn.
Yeah, and Jocelyn. That was cool. I was like, there's Jocelyn. Oh my gosh, I'm on the screen with Jocelyn. How cool is this? I mean, just to be on with so many special people in our community was so wonderful. And I thought it was funny because when Fatbird Finds, I followed them when I did my trivia. And I said, well, I'm going to do 1,000,000 points or whatever. And then on Friday, I loved how they said, hey, Katie, you messed up our point system. Now we got to give 2,000,000 points to everybody.
Yeah, gotta love flipping and sipping.
So I think on flipping and sipping, I had 4 million. I only got like 4 or 5 questions right. There was a few of them that I had no clue what they were.
Yeah, I took a screen grab for Katie. Like, I was like, look at Michelle, Katie, and Jocelyn. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, not just Jocelyn, but like being a part of the whole event. I mean,
Mhm.
Jocelyn was awesome, but also just Michelle and Vinny and Aaron and Alex and
And Butterfly Nurse was on there.
Chloe and Rachel. I mean, just getting to see everybody was just the highlight for me. It was wonderful.
Yeah, Michelle did. I don't even understand how she was a. I mean, it's one thing talking to like a friend in person for hours, but like 15 hours, like talking and like eating and like, trying to keep everything going and like bringing everybody in and switching everything. Like, that's a lot.
She did. I mean, she did an amazing job. I'm reading Michelle's comment, functionality of an entire day of programming together. She is a
Yeah.
star because that's so much work coordinating, everybody. And she just did. Debbie was on too, and it was great seeing her. Like, she just did such a good job orchestrating and all. And the thing with Michelle that I find so delightful is you feel like you're talking with a friend that you've known for years and years. It's just delightful when anyone can come in, they feel welcome, and they immediately feel like they know these people. And that's what she created, I think, was that we all got to know people a little better, but we also felt very much a sense of family and community. And it was just so fun.
See, now that she's done the 15 hours, she can do like one of those charity telethons where
That's
after
what
like
I said.
24 hours in the middle of the night, just like could imagine her like dancing or something. Like,
Hi, New England Thrifter. You're new to me.
hello,
Welcome to the chat.
how did you find us?
It's so amazing that she put that all together. And I mean, she killed it. She knocked it out of the park for sure.
No, I don't think Michelle's someone showed up. Are we talking about her boyfriend? Or I mean, I
I
don't know
don't
what he's
I
called.
don't think her boyfriend showed up, but he lives near me, so maybe she'll come down to visit. That would be fun.
She said she's going to. Waiting in the green room, yeah.
Hilarious when her food came in and Jocelyn was on. Yeah,
Yeah.
he handled that well, but I would
She's
have
like,
been.
he's and Justin's like, I can't see the chat, so okay. Like,
Well, I didn't
okay,
know.
Manal.
No, Manal. Oh, that's okay, Manal is what I'm trying to say. Not no, Manal.
No, Manal, you must not leave.
No, I hope you have a good night, Manal. Good to see you here.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have eaten too because I would have been really hungry.
Yeah, man. I mean, yikes. Like, that was a long time.
And it was so sweet of people who gifted her food,
Yeah.
She really deserved that. Her whole day.
I don't know her address or else I would have done that too, but like,
I've never gone that long.
I was like, was she able to talk the next day? Like, seriously.
Well, she had her family Christmas the next day.
Yeah.
She was busy. I'm sure she's enjoyed relaxing a little bit. I know
Maybe she's still passed out. I don't know.
the next day after that, I like totally took the day to sleep in and to be lazy because I was like, even I'm tired, and I didn't even orchestrate the whole event.
Oh my gosh, I know we went, like, I kept going, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. And then I'm like, oh, it seems like they're wrapping up. And then Katie goes live afterwards. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Yeah, I went live because I had promised people I would go live, and Michelle's event was still going. So I thought, well, I'll just get on for a second and wish people a happy new year. And then I had to tell myself I can't get caught up in the chat because then I'll be there for 2 hours. So I was like, I gotta go.
I know, it was 12 minutes, the shortest video you've made.
For a live chat. Yeah, I mean, it's shortest video ever, probably.
I know, like, so I stayed on for that and yours. And then, like, oh my gosh, in the morning, we went to go out to breakfast. And the first place we had planned on going to, when we got there, they're like, we're closed. A car hit our building. So I'm like, well, that's great. So then we found a different place to go. And like after I got home, I was trying to watch, I think, some YouTube. And I was like, I gotta take a nap. Like, I never take naps, but I was like, I am so tired.
Hi,
So
Lori.
I slept for a couple hours, and then I woke up to Jane's sale, doggone happy vintage.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
I was able to catch some of that. It was so sweet with her granddaughter.
I
She was
need to go back and rewatch.
that was hilarious. She's just like, yes, and this is textured glass, and it feels really cool. And she's like reading everything. I'm like, this is hilarious. Like, this kid is really with it.
Well, it's so sweet seeing people with their kids. Like, I love Sam and Sarah's video they did where their kids were doing the mock.
Oh my
Sam's kids were doing the mock sale, and I just thought that was so sweet. And I'm
that
ready to
video.
go watch Jane's because I bet it was adorable. Hi, Sandra. Sandra, you've had a wonderful sale today. I just enjoyed watching, and you have the prettiest brooches. I can't wait to get my little package from everybody. It was so sweet that day. People were gifting me brooches. I just felt so very loved.
Yeah, I'm waiting for mine too from Sandra. Kim, first we went to Baker Hill, and then we ended up going to this place called Alexander's, and I got these Elvis waffles. So I had like bacon in the waffle and it was supposed to have Nutella on it, but they had like honey and peanut butter. I'm like, no whipped cream, thank you. Like, but it had bananas and peanut butter and like honey on it.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty good. And my mom got like this banana bread French toast with like strawberries and Nutella. Like, that thing looked intense. Like, wow.
No, I don't want to shut down my computer. Holy moly.
Oh no, Katie.
Okay, I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, I've been. Elvis is known for the peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwiches. I think that was his big thing. So we have a popsicle place here, and they have homemade banana and peanut butter popsicles called the Elvis. So that's kind of fun.
Kim, is that exceptional place right by Meyer? I think Lauren went there too. Like, there's this newer place that opened not too far, and I think it has a whole bunch of different breakfast things. Yeah, bacon, banana, and peanut butter sandwiches.
Which
Yeah.
does sound pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Hi,
Hey,
Lorianne.
Sugar Britches.
It is fun seeing your Instagram posts, Lori, and you have some fun things. And
Yeah.
I saw, I think was it you, Lorianne, or was it Tina? Sometimes I get the two of you mixed up, and I'm so very sorry. But I think you were the one that was going through all your your stuff, and you had several bins you were trying to fit in your garage. And I was thinking of you today as I was packing up my Christmas stuff because I was certainly playing Tetris, and I was proud that most all of it was able to fit in one bin. But I still have the boxes of Shiny Brights. I collect the Shiny Bright boxes, and I was like, I don't have a bin for these, so I'll have to put them on top.
Who's Tina?
Tina is, have you not watched A Vision of Vintage Co? That's Tina.
Oh, okay. Yes.
She and Lorianne
I started watching her from you.
Yeah, they both like the Fabulously Weird. And they have some just really neat stuff. It's just out of the ordinary things,
Hey,
but
Julie.
it's so cool. Hi, Julie.
No, I have not, Debbie, but I've heard about them, like seen them on like the Food Network too.
Yes, Lorianne. So I have one bin of Christmas, one bin of holiday, which is all the holidays. And then I have one bin for my Rocky Horror Picture costumes and props. But I'm now going to have a second bin of Christmas because I don't have a place for the Russian Santa to go. And I need all of those boxes I collect. So
oh my gosh,
I try to limit myself so that I don't have to, because I live in a one-bedroom apartment that's like 700 square feet. So I can't have gobs of stuff. But with the Christmas, it's hard because I love vintage Christmas.
Did Did you remember what the name of that shoe factory place that's now a apartment is?
Oh yeah, no, I don't know the name of it, but I need to go. I need to go down there. Next time I'm driving downtown, I'll look because I know that Zeno was asking me about
Yeah.
it too. I don't know the name of it.
But it's $34,000 a month, was it?
Yeah, to live there. And
That's insane.
I peeked through their window, and like I said, it's a really cool old factory. They wouldn't let me go up inside, but I have found that one of the other buildings downtown that was a hotel called the Carling. They're apartments now. They're like high end apartments, and they don't let anybody in unless you're looking at an apartment. So what I did was I pretended to look at an apartment because I've driven by there my whole life and I'm so curious about going in. So I told I rang the bell and the lady said, "Well, can we help you?" I said, "Yes, I'm looking at an apartment." She goes, "Oh, are you moving out of your apartment?" And I was like, "Yes, well, I think I want to move." I just said that, not that I was going to move, but it got me in. And the lady toured me all around. And man, it was this like gorgeous old hotel. The molding and the woodwork is just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, yes. Lorianne, I'm sure this group can fix my Christmas bin situation. I'll probably have 4 bins next year.
Yeah.
Katie, will you need the ones that roll under the bed? A china cabinet to hold. Yeah, I do need a china cabinet, Joanne, for all my glass. But it's 34,000 a month to live in this one particular building. It's an old factory, and of course, it's located right on the St. Johns River. You can see the whole city. You get a view of the Jaguar Stadium. So yeah, they charge a pretty.
34,000.
I'll never forget that.
That's insane.
It is. It's ridiculous. I mean,
I'm like, okay,
more
like,
power to you if you have the money.
buy a house.
Yeah,
Like,
but the whole idea of living in a factory just sounds absolutely
yeah.
marvelous to me because I like that industrial look. So, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, it is.
librarian.
It is like San Francisco prices. Have you ever looked up, in Full House, the opening, that strip of houses? I forgot what it's called now. But the strip of houses where they're at the park and you can see those houses in the background of the intro of Full House.
I was just gonna say that.
Those houses are like insanely expensive.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
Oh, how many bins will you have to put away, Julie? Yeah, I know.
You're like, get a forklift.
And the thing was,
ladies.
oh yes, the painted ladies. That's it. Thank you. Jeez, Louise. I know something, and then sometimes my brain's like, no, I'm not going to let
CRS
today. Yes, CRS.
I know, especially when we have, well, a lot of information. So sometimes when you're just trying to remember basic things, you're like, why can't I remember this?
Well, the other day, someone asked me about, they go, oh, well, where was all the stuff that you saw related to Ford's Theater? And I was like, my brain just was like, it's not going to remember it. And I didn't want to say something stupid because clearly it's Washington, D.C., and most people know that. And I just could not for the life of me think of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Like I know because I've been there. Oh yeah, the row houses, Denise. Yeah. Think of all that thrifting you could do with the money, right? I could buy a whole bunch of Coca-Cola stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the row houses. I know someone was like saying in the chat, I think yesterday, like Pamela said, they're like, it's Sandy Autos, maybe they're like, who's younger, Katie, Chrissy, or Angela? And I'm like, well,
that would be me.
Katie, and Kim's mentioned it before, but I just like finally found out that you were 25.
25.
I'm like, shut
One
up.
day.
I thought you were my age. I was
People
like,
think that. When my friend first met me, Jacob and Chastity, which you guys don't know, but they come in the chats every so often just to be supportive. Um, when they first met me, they thought that I was like some 40-year-old woman that was cooking dinner because I used to make dinner for all my friends, and now we can't do it because of the pandemic, but people used to come just pile over to my house for dinner because I like to cook. So I'd feed a couple people, and they'd come, and they just thought I was way older.
did you see Vintage Ritz Collection said, Katie, did you see the Coca-Cola Santa I got for free? It better not be the same one.
I did, Lorianne, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Where was that, on Instagram?
It was on Instagram. Yeah, Lorianne posts some really cool things on Instagram lately. And oh, thanks, Kim, for telling your mom about my channel. I appreciate it.
Oh, was it this one?
Yeah, look at him. Isn't he fabulous?
That's even better than the one that I saw. Like, he's a little chubby Santa. I like him.
Hi, Fatbird Finds.
No, I work at a pharmacy and a grocery store, so they had a Coke Santa, like the classic Coke Santa, and they were supposed to save it for me. My name was even on it, but someone either gave it away or threw it away.
Or something.
And hey, Laura, unless you guys are together.
Yeah, Tia Fane, I love architecture, so I'm fascinated by hotels. And the St. Francis Hotel, they have a beautiful lobby. I've never been, but I've always wanted to go. I've been to San Francisco, but we didn't go in there. But I did go when I was in New York to see the Plaza Hotel, which was like a big dream of mine. I've studied the Plaza history extensively because I'm just so fascinated with it. And I got to have lunch in the Palm Court, which is like it's kind of expensive to eat there, but it's so worth it just to have tea. And so my friend and I, that was the one thing we were like, we'll try to, we'll eat, one or two nice places while we're here. And that was one of the nice meals we had. And boy, if I could just go back to that tea room. Oh, the food was good, and they had just the most. It was almost Hollywood Regency style, where everything was like gold gilt, and they have this huge like stained glass. If you look up the Palm Court and the Plaza, they have like this huge stained glass ceiling, but it's not really lighted. Actually, behind it, there's uh, like LED lights that make it look like it's stained glass open to the air, but there's actually something else on top of it. But it's just so beautiful inside there. And I just wandered the hotel. Like, you can't stay there because it's, $900 to $1,000 a night, 900 to 1,000 a night for just the basic room. That does not include their fancy suites. But just to eat there and to go down, they have like a little shopping mall underneath the plaza, like this whole underground food court with shopping malls and little boutiques. I mean, it was just, I could have spent hours in there. It was delightful.
Yeah, Laura, like, I was there right at the beginning. I think that's Texas Girl Treasures. And then, not that one. Okay. And then I couldn't, I forgot what happened, but I ended up helping like with Christmas decorations or something, so I missed the whole thing. So now I actually need to go back and watch that because I definitely need to see some jewelry. I don't know.
I'm excited about that, Fat Birds. I just subscribed to her channel. I had not been subscribed, and I cannot wait to see that video because you guys did such a fun job on that little speed dating clip. It was hilarious.
That was so fun. Yeah, more skits like that.
Yeah, that was great. And
You should have worked in where Mary Beth says, "Stop." She's like, "No, really, stop it." They're due to start at 7, so I figured 7:30.
Yeah, probably. Hi, Jamie from Mid-Century Wasted.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, Kim, they have like a dinner menu, which I could have never eaten there because it's like 300 a person to eat there. But they're if you go for tea, I think it's 50 something dollars a person, but you get the whole tea menu and you get like a whole meal. So that seems like a lot per person, but if you're ever in New York, I'm telling you, it is worth the little bit extra to go, like, even, to save up and to go have tea there, because the spread, they bring out the most delightful sandwiches with like smoked salmon, and you get a whole
Thanks,
tray
Debbie.
of desserts, and it is just the whole experience. Is something I will never forget, and because it's something I've always wanted to do for years and years and years, so it's just really worth it.
Okay, Thrift U is on, I guess.
Oh, Thrift U's on. Okay.
Little girl.
Well, you're about right. It's 7:17, so
Just as we mentioned it. All right. Well, then we'll say goodbye and see you guys all over at the sale. And thanks for coming. And hit the thumbs up on the way out and sub if you haven't.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys. Love you
Have a
all.
good night. Thanks, Katie.